This is Robert, owner of Eclipse Window Tinting. Today I'm going to show you the proper procedure to do a window tinting install on the side window of pretty much any vehicle. The vehicle we're working on today is a 2006 Ford F-150. The first thing that you're going to want to do is spray down the window. We use water and baby shampoo as our tinting solution. Then we use a stainless steel razor blade, overlapping each stripe as we do it. And you're going to do the bottom section first, then you're going to roll the window down, then you're going to roll it back up. It's very important to make sure that the last motion that you do with the window is an upward motion, and that's because the window itself shifts while you roll it up and down. So if you only roll it down and you install the film and then you go to roll it up, the window itself may shift on the way back up, and then it could leave a light gap on either side. So if the last motion that you do is an upward motion, then it goes ahead and sets the window in the way that it would move whenever you actually roll a window up or down. You want to make sure that your razor blade is a stainless steel razor blade, or it could scratch the glass. Alright, once you go over everything, you're going to spray it again. You're going to use your Clear Max or Blue Max. You're going to start from the smaller section on the window and push toward the bigger section. And same thing, overlapping. Everything that you do has to be a controlled movement. Then you're going to use a tool, any triangle angle tool, and you're going to push down on this back corner. This is where you just pushed all the dirt and anything that was on the window. So it was all resting right there. So now I shoved it back in past the sill or removed it off the window. That way it won't be in the actual tint. You're going to want to do this process as far as the squeegeeing is concerned twice, just to be sure that you don't have any dirt or debris on the windows. So once again, I'm going to do the same motion. Overlapping. I'm going to use the tool, push back in the corner. Okay, going to make sure I spray my hands, keep them real nice and wet. Make sure I have a little bit of pressure in the spray. Make sure it's pushing any dirt or debris off of my hands as well. My windows are cut out by our computer machine, so we just punch in the year, make, and model, and it actually cuts the tint out for us. So once I have that edge trimmed off, I'm going to peel the clear down, the protective layer, and I'm going to leave a 3 to 6 inch gap at the bottom of the window where it's still covering. And the reason you do that is, as you lay the film on here, that whole bottom section is actually touching the door trim. So if you didn't leave that protective covering over it, any of the dirt, debris, oils, anything, any cleaning agents that you might use on the trim of a vehicle would now actually be getting on the film. What you're going to do at the top here is leave a slight light gap. Some people want it right to the top. That's actually incorrect to do that. And the reason being is when this rolls up into the seal, it actually rubs against the seal. So if you go right to the edge, you increase your chances of the film bubbling and peeling off at a later time. Once you have it laid in where you want it, you're going to take your Blue Max and start with the top. You're going to hold one hand onto the window to make sure that it doesn't move. Once you do your first swipes, it won't move, and you'll no longer need to hold it because the film's already tacked down. This is called a silver triangle or easy reach. You're going to go down on the sides, and you don't want to go all the way to where the clear liner is still there, because you can crease the film right there. So you want to stop about 1 inch above it on the back side and the front side. Then you're going to hold back on the liner, put the window all the way up, and then one thing that separates a good tint shop from a mediocre tint shop is the cleaning process right here. A lot of places will just go ahead and spray this, peel it, and finish the install. But why that window was rolled down, any dirt debris that's on the inside of the gaskets, anything that's on the inside of the door, has now transferred itself onto the glass. And when you roll this up, you bring all that dirt and debris up with you. So you want to go ahead one more time and take the tool that you use to get the dirt off back in the corners, and go ahead and swipe it across the bottom of this just to push all that right back down inside the door. Then you're going to spray again. You're going to hold your hand right here where it connects and go ahead and start peeling your liner. If you don't do that and you just pull, it'll start to pull up. I mean, it can go all the way up the window. So you just want to slightly hold your hand there. Go ahead and pull this to about the halfway mark. Then you're going to switch and you're going to put your left hand in the middle of the window. And what you're doing now is making sure that the film doesn't fall down and touch the trim of the door. And then these fingers up here are making it so that this side doesn't peel all the way up. Now once you have the clear liner peeled off, once again you're going to spray up underneath, making sure that you're getting the film nice and wet so it doesn't stick to itself or stick to the door. Then you're going to lay the first corner down, keep the bevel out here. That just allows you to tuck this back side in a lot easier. Then once you have this laying down flat and this laying down flat, you're going to take your hands on the inside here and you're going to smooth it out. So what that does is it allows the film to actually lay all the way down. In some cases, you may need to use a tucker tool, which is this right here, and you actually put it down in the seal. Being this is a truck and the way that the film was cut, I don't really have that problem. It's laying down pretty much right where I need it to. Once you do that, then you're going to spray again. Use your white max, blue max, push down on it, and you go from the middle out. Now the only part that's left here to push out is going to be what you have down here at the bottom where the white max doesn't reach, and your back trim. So once again, you're just going to take your triangle tool, and you want to make sure you keep your tools nice and clean. There's no problems on the edges. If you drop it or scuff it up or anything like that, it's better to go ahead and switch the tool out, because you can actually cut into the film or scrape the film by using dowel tools. So you're just going to push down on the corner, you're going to come all the way across here and push, and then same thing, this back edge here, you're going to push downward. Once you're finished, you're going to dry off the inside of the door frame, door panel. It's just water and baby shampoo that's used. Sometimes it might leave a slight streak mark on the inside of the door frame. That's perfectly normal. It always comes off. It doesn't stay. I mean, sometimes you get a customer to complain. But as you can see, as you're spraying, water's running down the door trim. On this vehicle, I mean, it went right away. It didn't leave anything. But sometimes it does leave a slight appearance difference, which, within an hour or two dries out and doesn't cause any problems. From the outside, same thing. You're just going to do a light mist. You're going to wipe down. Make sure you don't have any bubbles, any problems anywhere with the install that you just did. And it's better to check the windows over right after you do them. It's better to take that extra 15 seconds just to make sure that everything with the window looks good, rather than having to spend the half an hour later on when the customer comes back complaining about a problem with the window. So that's the proper procedure for installing a side window. Really on any truck or SUV, the only difference on a vehicle, a car, you may need to do a little bit of heating of the window, which we do have other videos that show you the heating process if you want to check those out. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.